Right up there. My name is Antrinette Jenkins. Yes, I am one of the firstborn of my siblings. And I want to share with you while I'm here in San Francisco, making a change of myself. As I should say, it's not very easy, but it's not hard either. Okay? But I pray for this time to be up because I need to be somewhere different. And I have this opportunity to speak upon my behalf and others who are also on the same level of living. Okay? We're not perfect out here. No, we're not. But we're all out here homeless because we choose to be. We choose the living of our own lives. Individually, it's done. Okay? You gotta excuse me, I'm kind of nervous right about now, but you know I'll get through that. You know, so this
You're doing fine.
For all of you that are out there, it's going to be looking into this viewing. And maybe one more after that one too, okay? We have a to be continued, okay? Don't get me wrong. But anyways, yes, we are homeless. But within this city itself, they respond to you a lot more faster for you to become stable in a home somewhere off these streets. No, a lot of us don't want to invest our lives, for the rest of our lives out here, especially for those who have an income who don't mind using it to pay rent, to donate, and to do things for themselves individually. I must say, as far as addictions and drugs and everything like that, yes, it has become a part of my daily activity. This is something that I wanted to do. I started it, I liked it, and I continue. Okay? But it's nothing for no one to sympathize, no one to try to support me. No, I can get out there and I can move along for myself.
Could you tell me a little bit more about your drug usage on a daily basis?
My preference of drug usage is crack cocaine. This is my weakness, it's my stumbling block. I can get stuck for a minute or two, but believe me, I know what to do to make it better and be at my best. I can't use or share anything that's good for me or with someone else if I don't give it to myself first. So if I want to change and be for the better of myself, then I got to do it. I got to start with me. There's no other way. Yes, I believe in a higher power. He's my belief of religious. Because what I believe in, I don't lose. And I stay prayerfully and thankfully every day for what it is for me to live. Okay, there's some difficulties in my life. Yes, it is some difficulties. Like I said, we're not perfect. Okay, I have some nieces and nephews out there. Those are my children because I have none biologically of my own. Thank you God for that. Thank you God for my sister who passed on and was able to give me just a little bit of that texture. And my brother who's out there somewhere, I don't know, but I still love them all. I'm fighting for myself first of all so I can be better to be a better use for them. And others that's out there too, that's not even my family, my bloodline or anything. Please believe me, I would love to see anybody happy. Smile. It's not heavy at all. A smile is beautiful. You can carry that a long way, so you can get a long way with that smile as a luggage. Okay? For those who touch me every day, for those I come to pass with, okay, if I'm buying the drugs, or if I'm using them, or if I'm just not. Okay? I am who I am. I can't do nothing other than be me and do me some me.
Antrinette, can I ask what made you homeless? How did you become homeless?
I became more so into the homeless life after my sister passed because it was more difficult dealing with the grieving about her. But I was also homeless before she passed, okay? And what made me that way because I was always a runaway child. Don't get me wrong, hard-headed. Don't want to stay at home and listen to my mother, okay, to anyone else that was trying to support me. But I don't forget. And I always say, I wish I listened to the man. Like I knew about it right now because I miss it.
How old were you when you first started using drugs?
When I started using, I was 14. 13 is when I left home, back and forth.
Wow, that's really young.
We were living around clubs. My body description, when I was standing up and we could get a viewing, okay? For all you pregnant women out there who know about this addiction, when you know you're pregnant, take your time and stop and give that child that you're carrying the most quality and the best part of you, okay? So that the birth can be beautiful. Okay, not defections of the mind. I was hooked on heroin and methadone as a baby. Okay? My mother was also suicidal. Okay? When she watched me kick that drug. Believe me, as a firstborn child, I was 9 pounds, 13 ounces, so don't get it twisted. But yes, she watched me kick for 9 whole days after birth before she would take me home.
Wow.
She took care of me. She did not leave me astray. She let me go ahead and be a part of her life. Even with the time of difficulty, and her addiction was still going on.
Wow.
Okay? Because we did a program together, as I said. Didn't relapse for a whole 8 months, and we graduated with custom-made dresses. A rental car for a whole week. $500 a piece on the east door. Okay? And neither one of us could drive, okay? But we did that together. And that's what we wanted to do. So our bond can become so inseparable. There's no measurement when you love somebody, when you really love them. So when she passed on, I knew nothing about responsibilities. Paying my own rent. Carrying on like that. Okay?
Sure.
So after the passing on, I had to learn on my own. And that's when that became difficult. Okay? But it was also much more support with my sister was a part of me. She never left me. My brother, I had to hang on to him because he was a child, he's a baby. But me, I'm the oldest one with no children, the only one with no children. Okay? It's okay because everybody else's child naturally speaks to me, smile, kick it with me, even on the bus. I love it. Even when we got a mad smile, okay?
So you want to change?
Yes, I do.
You want to get off of drugs?
Yes, I want to get off drugs. Let me start with this one. Because I haven't taken a painkiller in 5 years. Okay? For my own natural difficulty and my pain I'm going through. I chose not to do that. I chose not to go to the pharmacy anymore. But I'm going to have to go back. Okay? Because I need something as a camouflage and inside, excuse me, something I have to use for when I do start kicking and withdrawing and detoxing off of this recreational activity drug that I'm using.
So how do you feel when you use crack?
Well, let's say it like this, it kind of covers up my pain, my personal life pain, and I'm also damaging myself more so without having back support, because I'm on my own decision until it's better. But I know what to do when I get out there in the fields and I start doing my part in order to receive assistance out here. Yes.
Okay.
I wanted to say this one too, because I'm not really done. Okay, because I have nieces and nephews that I love so much. Okay? And they'll start to get a little soft. But I'm not sorry. I'm not apologetic on that because I love them so much. And I want to just touch my babies. One more time. And I'm going to keep doing it because I stay prayerfully doing it. And I know once I speak with my family about this viewing, it's not about the likes, baby. It's about the attention, the interest in what I have to say. Because it's not easy without them. And I don't want them to be my crutch. I just want to be able to have a good time and show them something way different out here. Way different, way more like a reverse from what I went through. And let them know there's quality with your presence. There's quality with your life, but you got to do it. When you go out to that concrete, you're never going to win. You're going to have more difficult times than you ever think of, and you might just become likable and addicted to that first, and then think you wouldn't have another way around it. There's no shortcuts to life, baby. None at all. And I want somebody's child out there, please. Anybody younger than me, or even just older and everything there, please, take another way. This is not the way. You won't kill yourself, and it's not bad. It's not something that you know that's so damaging, okay? This is difficult. It's not hard and it's not easy. It's just difficult because it's what we don't want to be doing. And believe me, I have had a taste of a beautiful life differently. Being able to be at home cooking my meals every day. Have a man that comes home from work, and he's so content when once he opens the door and the home is ready. The tub is already filled up. The bed is made. The food is cooked. I like that. I gave him 16 years worth of my life doing that. May he rest in peace. Okay? 16 years. Well, my grandmother wouldn't have no other without that man.